Yo, 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 what is happening, people? We are back once again for another stream. And it's Wednesday, 10 p.m, of course. It's time for the Reasoning 101. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this evening. We hold this podcast every Wednesday on twitch.tv/Smaxy101. This podcast is brought to you in association with littlerick.co.uk and waterwarm.co.uk. You'll find those beautiful products displayed behind me, and you can type !Little Rick in the chat and also !Waterwarm to get yourself some incredible deals. Chat, we've got 5 topics to cover today, as we always do on this podcast. They are relevant, up to date, and things from the news, tech, science, and political world. Alright, they cover all bases here on this channel and this podcast. Joined by 2 guests this week. They've been here every week since the start. You know, we've been grinding this out with them, and I'm pleased to have them here once again with me. So chat, without any further ado, let's go and meet our guests. You're welcome, fellas. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
How you doing? How you doing?
Very good.
Good.
Good. Glad to have you both here today. Thank you for joining me. And first of all, we have Mike Butcher. How you doing, my friend?
All good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, good, bro. Good. I saw your video actually. This Friday just gone, man. Your YouTube
Thank
video. You want to give it a equal shout out so people know where they can find that thing?
Yeah, if you want to go check it out, hit Mike Butcher TV into YouTube, and you shall see my face. And it's called a soup-fueled day, as my day was fueled by soup.
True. Actually true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or hit me on Instagram at Mike Butcher, mb.tv. I changed it recently.
Yeah, actually, that was really hard to find out when I was doing the notes for the podcast, and I was on YouTube, man. It took me hours, bro. I tried many varieties of Mike Butcher TV, and then I eventually found out, nope, it's just a simple dot and a B, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. We got there in the end, man. We got there in the end. Thank you for joining us tonight, man, and I look forward to getting into some convos with you.
Absolutely.
We also are joined by the man from down under, the master programmer himself, the Decipher Lifer, Mr. Riffloss. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for the nice introduction.
That's alright.
Yeah, well, small time streamer. I stream every now and then on twitch.tv/Riffloss.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, Twitter, Riffloss TTV as well.
Yeah, man. Hey, getting on the boxing thing as well, man. We might see him against KSI pretty soon, lads. Once he gets the streaming
Yeah,
unlocked, bro, man's gonna be knocking
I
man
think,
out.
I'm a different weight grade from him. KSI will be a bit too small for me.
Hey, yeah, too weak for you, bro. Too weak for you, no doubt.
Not calling anyone out or anything. I'm just saying.
Early days, you gotta call them out, bro. Just aim high. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for joining us today, bro. Again, you get up extra early to do this podcast, bro, so I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no worries,
It was a
man.
pleasure.
Wow, lads, should we get right into these 5 topics?
Yeah, let's do it.
So starting off, very interesting one. Following on from what we mentioned the other week, actually, with Trump banning WeChat. We spoke the other week. Wait, hang on. I think we just... hang on. Yes, we did. A subscription with Prime. Why are my notifications so bugged, chat? This is so horrible. Raggedy Flapping, thank you for the Prime subscription, my friend. That's 16 months in a row. My G. Thank you very much. I have no idea why there are no alerts. I have no idea why I haven't been notified properly, but thank you nonetheless, my friend. Supporting the stream from Daya. So, as I was saying, man, a couple of weeks ago we spoke about Trump banning TikTok, and now we're here and he's banning WeChat. So he's cutting all ties with the Asian tech companies, bro. What do you feel about this?
I haven't heard of WeChat, but
Riflos, do you know much about
Yeah.
WeChat?
Yeah, it's. I was pretty surprised because I think it's because it's owned by the same ByteDance. No, what's it called? Yeah, it's Byte something. They own they're like a big investment company in tech, and they own like heaps of things. They own like a massive stake in Riot Games and like all different game companies, and then they own like TikTok and WeChat and all that. But it's basically like the WhatsApp, like Chinese WhatsApp basically. Like I know here in Australia it's pretty popular because there's a lot of Chinese, and they use it to talk to their family and stuff. So I reckon it's going to be a pretty big deal because I'm not sure if WhatsApp itself is banned in China. Because I know like say Facebook Messenger or something like that. You can't use that in China.
I believe it's all banned, isn't it? All things like that are banned there, I believe.
Yeah, you can.
Isn't
Yeah, I'm
it
pretty
only
sure you can only use the Chinese companies in China.
Yeah, so apps like WhatsApp and Instagram are banned in China, and that's partly what's owed to WeChat's success. So, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't realize they were an umbrella corporation like that. Though they had so many things in their pocket, bro. That's
TikTok,
insane. So the company Tencent, yeah, bro.
Yeah, Tencent.
What else do they
like,
own?
so many things. It's insane.
You also said have stakes in Riot Games, bro.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they better not be.
Well, we've all got that,
banning
depth to the core fucking. What was it? Hacker proof. What is it? Let me see what it's called. Vanguard. Riot Vanguard, mate. That's like currently releasing all my information to the to the Asian military out there, man. I don't know who's got it, but they're sending it to someone, I'm sure. I don't want to point all the fingers at China like Trump is, mate, you know?
Nah, but I think it is, I'm not sure if you can say it's fair or not, but I think it's, like, if a lot of the American apps are banned, then, like, I don't see why it should be such a big deal that America does the same. But I guess you might look at it like America stooping to the same level.
Yeah.
That's maybe why people are a bit upset.
How do they expect people to communicate? Like, so if you're American and you go to China, how do they expect you to communicate with your like people at home? Just like a normal phone call or a message or something? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess so. Also, just
that's insane in this day and age, though, right?
Care. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
because
true.
I couldn't imagine going anywhere and not being able to use Facebook Messenger. Like that's why I talk with my parents and anything like that. Like any family, even friends. I use Facebook Messenger mostly. Just not having Facebook at all or Google even or anything like that. That would be pretty crazy. Imagine how productive you would be if you didn't have all this social media like interfering with your day.
True. So do they have counterparts to those, or is it just WeChat? Do you know?
I'm not too sure.
No,
I'm pretty sure they must have like something equivalent, I'd say.
I mean, we're getting into dodgy territory, man, when politics is creeping into this tech. You know, we spoke about it the other week, man. It's gonna stunt our growth in Western society with all our tech, bro. Like with the UK, this isn't just the US. You know, if we're following suit with TikTok, it's not long before we do the same with this, right? And we're struggling already, man, with our development of high-speed internet. We don't need any more blocks in the way, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it also affects our unity. Just keep blocking other people's business.
Yeah, just as people, man.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, it's hard because when you have someone like America who's like the tech capital of the world, and then when they start just banning stuff and like being against other things, I find it a bit tricky because you must kind of think that like there has to be something behind it. But then of course Facebook and whatnot, like whatever WhatsApp. I think that's owned by Facebook, but they're probably happy now that this is going on because it's better for them. Like, of
Yep.
course, if you can have your government straight out ban your competitors, like that's
Yeah, that's a good
pretty
point,
good.
actually.
But then that is pretty dangerous at the same time as well.
That's a good point, actually. Politics could be involved from that angle as well for actual, like, business interest. I didn't even think about that.
Mm.
So people literally will not be able to communicate with their loved ones at home unless it's... Wait, they will be, right? They will be able to talk to their loved ones. It will just be through normal communication. So it'll be extremely expensive and also monitored, right? That's all.
Also,
Yeah,
it will be non-internet based communication. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, which is
That's
what
it.
they expect us to use if we go there. Because if you go there, they're not like, use WeChat. Like, it's not a... I don't think they tell you to use it. It's like a... You've got to know someone to, like, you know, show you the ins and out of it. Because there's also a way of payment where they don't take cash. Alipay, it's called.
Alipay, and probably owned
oh
by
yeah.
Alibaba, right? And
Well, probably all owned by Tencent by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
It sounds it looks like they own everything now. I'm looking, man. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, they're just like a massive.
Jack Ma owns the Ali Corporation, I believe.
Mm.
Interesting fact.
Yeah, he's the richest. I'm not sure if he's still, but he was the richest guy in China for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't just going slight off topic here, but I don't know if anyone's seen the interview with Elon Musk and him sat on a stage. It's kind of an interview. They're sort of doing a presentation. It's very funny. They kind of like take out the best bits where Elon just isn't quite understanding what Jack Ma's trying to portray or like put over to the crowd, and Elon's just like, what's going on? It's quite an entertaining watch.
bro, I don't know if this is accurate, but I've just read that they have it. No way. They have 84% stake in Riot Games and a 40% stake in Epic Games, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Fortnite,
like just.
yeah.
I think it's because I don't know if there's like a Western equivalent of that, because they just seem to be like an investment company that's really gotten into the tech.
Yeah, man, because it's
Like,
just
I'm
a
not sure
holding
that's,
company that's moved into music. Oh my god, bro, insane. They've got their own they've got their own streaming service for music. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
know
they've got
this.
because it's like you have all the like say Vanguard and that in America, like all the really massive investment companies. But I'm not sure if there's any that are like tech driven,
Okay.
like Tencent. So it's probably also like it's probably been really good for them because there's been all these big up and coming tech companies, and they just haven't. No one has really bought into them as much.
True.
Because I know a lot of people they're quite happy with the like, even though it might change the game a little bit. Like usually when Tencent they buy games and stuff, it's usually a good sign for them because they like to spend a lot of money on their companies. Whereas a lot of Western investment companies they just do it purely for profit.
Yeah, true.
Like EA and stuff, they just always turn the games to shit.
I mean, it works
Whereas,
with Riot Games, bro. If they've got that much of a hand in it, Riot Games always do it good, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, League of Legends,
Yeah,
always
man.
on the top.
Yeah, literally,
Especially
yeah.
on Twitch and stuff.
Yeah, and also the competition, like the esports leagues, is the money literally comes from League, right? And maybe Counter-Strike a bit and Overwatch these days, but it's mostly all from League, like.
Yeah, and
So.
apparently Dota as well. But that's owned by Valve.
Dota. Isn't that a Base Hunter song?
yeah, that was his OG song.
Yeah, man. That's a banger, bro.
Yeah.
Play a little Dota. Oh, it all makes sense now. The lyrics make sense now. I know what Dota is, man. Oh shit. Okay. It's all like processing right now for me, man. I'm gonna listen to it after. Okay.
Yeah, and then also just like one more thing, I think on the WeChat
Yeah, man.
is that it's been like a big problem with a lot of like tech companies, because when they make their company in China, then they have to give up their intellectual property, and I think that's also a big thing they're gonna crack down on now. I think also just with everything going on in the world, like tensions rising, because that is really what the West has had over the, like say, the Chinese, because most of the like Huawei and stuff, that's based on like Apple patents and stuff. Like it's
okay.
that's how a lot of their big companies came from, using the intellectual property they've got. And that's like because as a tech company, that's really the only thing you have is your idea, because it's not like once you invent the program, it's not like no one can just recreate it, for example.
So he's
But it's having the rights to it. That's what's like you can see like WeChat. That's a copy of
WhatsApp.
like WhatsApp basically.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then
I just
like
looked at
even
that icon. It's
yeah, and
awesome.
Alibaba. That's like Amazon,
Mhm.
and like all the phone companies, like the Huawei in the start, or even now, it looked a lot like the iPhone. Like some
Yeah,
of the
true.
older Huawei's
True.
and stuff.
Yeah, because when Huawei first came out, it was like all PDAs, like, you know, the personal desktop computer, like type, like, but they were tiny. You know, I remember I don't know if you remember me having them raggedy, like slide them up in it and have a keyboard on the bottom and shit, like stupid shit.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Heavy as fuck, but yeah, that was yeah. And then they moved on to that. You're right, to like a sleek touchscreen, like an iPhone. Yeah, man.
And it's just hard, because that's really where America's like excelled a lot, is in like the tech. But it's hard when if you want your phones made cheap, you have to give up your intellectual property, which is a really big deal.
So every time they're getting it made out there, they're losing that control,
like they
really.
lose the idea of their product.
Yeah.
Which is probably the most important.
Yeah.
Cartage, man. Bomba cartage, man. But this is a hard topic to start on, man. I'll be honest with you, because we covered this. You know, it's the same principles stand with this. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing, right? I've got the same issues with it. I think you guys probably do similarly. Just I wonder how you guys feel about the ability, having the ability to contact your loved ones at ease, especially in I remember seeing in shops cards in the UK where you would buy them. I think you could still do it. You would buy like a card, and they'd give you like 1,000 minutes to a said country that you bought the card for. You know, and those things I don't even think they exist like much these days, because everyone's like, you know, WhatsApp, Skype, email, like whatever it is. You've got these free ways to connect with someone, even if they don't have internet. I mean, this is gonna, think about the amount of students that, you know, come from Asia to study in the West that maybe don't come from, you know, the most wealthy backgrounds, that now maybe can't contact their loved ones at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I know it's like a heartless political move, but it's just.
But would if it got banned, would it not either open an opportunity for the makers of WeChat to create a different app, which of course would be able to slip through the net, or for new creators to create a different app, which.
Yeah, the problem is as well, you know, with the Huawei ban, it's not actually set in stone yet. Right, whereas this is already banned, supposedly. So what the ban actually is like, you know, like when I was researching this, like there was a couple of ladies from China, and they study in the US, and they were saying, like, really, you can't implement this rule. You're not going to be able to stop it. So they're right in saying that, because the only law that the Trump administration can actually apply to this is the companies that deal with the phones we use actually not being able to use that app, right? That's like, so the only law you can implicate is for your companies to stop working alongside that application. You can't actually like force the users to stop using it. The same as like we mentioned, like the Huawei phones. It's like they can't just like take everyone's phone away. It's like, you know, some people are still running the 3GS from the iPhone. You know, like you can't just like take someone's phone. Not everyone can buy a new one. So it's, I don't know. It's like, how long is it going to take to enforce? And then by the time that it's actually completely enforced, is there any point to it at all? Because as you said, there's going to be some new thing developed that's going to make way for this, unless communications from there are going to start being like blocked or something. I don't know how they can police this, bro. Like,
yeah, I think that's a problem as well, that like there can't even be a new app, because if you want a Chinese app, the Chinese government needs to have a stake in it, and that's the whole problem.
And they're never going to allow that.
Yeah, because that's like the reason why they're banned, basically.
Yeah.
And then if you do the same again, then like it would have to be both of the Chinese and American government that agrees on something.
Why is there not like cross country, like, or like, I don't know how you'd even word it, but like, why can there not be like cross country or cross region like companies like this?
Cross country.
I don't know. Cross country crossplay.
Oh, it's just because it's two such different countries, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, why can't like Bill from the US and then John from China like link up and just go, you know what I mean? Like, political differences aside, let's make a phone company. Like, I don't. I suppose you're not allowed to build one in China unless they have a stake, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
So
that's
they have to,
like the law. Yeah.
And then if they have that backing, then Trump's like, nah. Okay, so it's never gonna happen then. So essentially, they are cutting ties, other than what is it called? Other than cell phone contact, essentially, right? So text message and phone call.
Yeah, or email, I guess.
Or email. Wait, so they have email. So can you send a Google or a mate? Sorry, I can't speak today, bro. Can you send an email from your Gmail to their like own Chinese email account then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you.
Oh, you can do that. Oh, okay. So they ain't blocking everything.
No. No, and you could. But like then again, you could still just use a VPN or something, because I know that's what a lot of people in China do.
True.
If you just use a VPN, then you can go on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I have a couple of Chinese friends, and when they're back home, they still come on Facebook every now and then.
Yeah.
They just say it's a bit annoying because then you need a VPN, but
when
that's not that big of a deal.
When the virus first sort of became publicized, and I started first freaking out about it and chat, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's nothing," and then it turned out to be something, but then it turned out to be nothing. At the start, I was speaking to my old man, and because he had a friend that he like used to work with that supplied gloves to him, and their factory's in Wuhan, so he was like obviously trying to like contact the guy and like speak to him, and they literally had to speak through a VPN through Facebook Messenger. But it was just like using it like it was nothing, and I was shocked at that. I didn't know they were allowed to. I didn't know you could do it so easily. If I'm honest, bro, I always thought it was. I'll be honest, because I watched Andy Milonakis do a stream out there, and he was like severely struggling to get it all set up, and I thought that was because like you're not allowed it, like it's a restricted thing, but like the youth, let's say, know how to get on it or something. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was I had no idea it was this government backed like company, bro. I have not to this extent. It's insane.
I reckon.
Wait, but this is. Hang on a second. Sorry to interrupt, but this is weird though, because WeChat is also like encrypted, and that's why people favor using it, because they don't want to be monitored. But how is this encrypted if like most of the shares are from the government? I don't understand. That's
Yeah,
kind
that's the thing. Like, that's the same with Huawei. They said with the 5G that it's encrypted and they wouldn't give it to the. But I think by law, because they own a stake in it, they can ask to like see it.
Oi,
So it's
oi, man like Ty Green in the car,
it's
mind
like
you.
you just trust the company, but it's pretty tricky. Like
Yeah,
it's a
man.
tricky situation.
I don't know how to feel about this, bro. It's kind of odd, man. It feels like we're getting into a weird age now where people are going to start getting disconnected all over the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Raggedy,
It
I
was-
reckon soon you won't be able to travel abroad unless you've got that little tag on your phone, mate, on the app, on the global app that says you're able to go. But we'll see.
mean-
We'll see.
You need your COVID vaccine
Yep.
as well.
I actually think, like straight up, it's gonna be like that. Like RFID, yeah, maybe one day, bro, but not right now. It's too scary. But telling people you can't go away or you can't visit a certain part of your own country unless you've got that vaccine, I honestly think that'll make everyone take it. But who knows?
I agree, but I think that there will be a huge backlash because even just some of the videos of local news that I've watched about talking about mandatory vaccines, every single comment is anti, and the dislikes are,
Yeah,
you know, I think it would cause ruptures for sure. Like it wouldn't be an easy process.
yeah, 100%. I do wonder though if there's not a
And
second
people
wave,
would
but
play the human rights card, like it's taken away from our human rights to force someone to do something and not be able to have freedom to move. I don't think it could happen yet. It's too much.
yeah, I know. I don't disagree.
That's like I saw just like slightly off topic, but apparently during the whole COVID stuff, around 77 cell phone towers have been burned down in the UK
Oh
because
yeah,
people think like the 5G.
yeah, man.
I didn't.
So like
I
if
haven't
that can
heard
happen,
that,
then
Yeah, bro, I was seeing it live on Instagram, bro. Them motherfuckers burning that. You just see the signal look like a tree and then just burn it down, man. Just yeah, 5G towers they were finding up in the hills. It was mostly up north, like, cause there's they put them like in the middle of nowhere. They are on literal farms and random fields and stuff, and they do look like trees. A lot of them, they've made them look like it. But yeah, people from the local areas, they're like, we're down with 5G, and they're like burning the thing down. They're like pouring a fucking, what is it, a jerry can of like fucking petrol or kerosene. Like one bloke, he was like, we got kerosene on this one, it'll burn longer, hey, like that. I was like, fucking hell, proper nutters, man. But yeah, that did happen. But the thing is, a lot of them were burning down 4G towers. That was a funny
it wasn't even 5G.
Yeah, they were showing you the box as the base was burning, and they're like, "See that, lads? That's the box." And it's like, actually, mate, that ain't the box. That's 4G. But okay, you won't be able to message your missus tomorrow morning. But who cares? You know, you're burning down
like
your own
emergency
communication.
services as well.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
So-
that was one of the issues as well. It was like there's a pandemic and you're getting rid of the ability to contact the fucking services, bro. What the hell? Oh, but mate, who knows? Who knows what it all is about, bro? But we'll find out one day.
I'm sure we will.
But all in all, mate, that topic, I'll be honest, is it's very controversial, and I have no idea what's gonna happen. And the actual impact that could have could move way past political, bro. You know, if I don't know, I don't think you don't mess with people's money, you don't mess with people's family, and if people are gonna lose contact with their relations, I don't know, man. Somewhere down the line, there's gonna be backlash in some shape or form.
It'll be interesting to see if like it'll affect anything in China, because it might even be that people in China say, "What's going on here? Can you let us talk to our family or something?"
Yeah,
Like if there'll be any kind of pressure that way as well.
But what I worry
Yeah,
is they will
interesting.
actually might implement more like restrictions from China, because I haven't been there and I don't know anyone there, but I have read and heard that in China, unless you're of a certain sort of position in society and have a sort of a clean record, you are allowed to do a lot more than other people. So I wonder if they maybe will put more restrictions on that side of things, if that is a true thing that happens, a true system in place. But I have heard that, like if you commit a certain crime, you're not really allowed to leave the country.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
So and there's also like point system, isn't there? There's like a shame system for jaywalking and things like that there, where they put you on a billboard. It's like kind of like that Black Mirror episode, kind of trippy shit. But
Social credit score.
yeah, man. Like
Basically.
yeah, scary shit. But again, speculation. I've not been there or witnessed it myself, but I have heard that. So I wonder if that will just become more extreme through this, right? If they're if they're not able to, I suppose, as we were saying, WeChat is a way to keep an eye on their citizens also. They're saying it's encrypted and they can't find out, but if they got an investment in it, but they won't let WhatsApp in, then maybe they do watch it. Therefore, if they can't use it, they're going to be pretty pissed. So they might, sort of get some of their people to try not to leave as much, maybe. I don't know. There's going to be backlash somewhere down the line, bro. I think maybe it might cause more issues, as you said, in China with a rise up of citizens in China rather than them actually getting annoyed in America, to be honest. But yeah, who knows? We might see a protest around that one day, bro. But anyway, swiftly moving on. Topic 2. Europe's earliest bone tools have been found in Britain. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah,
Home
baby.
of Austin Powers, baby, yeah. And the earliest bone tools, we got it all. So yeah, man. They found it in Boxgrove, West Sussex. Yeah, man.
500.
Is it close to any of you guys?
Well, actually, I'll tell you something. Sussex at the moment is 300 homes are without water, mate. I'll tell you that much. I read that in the news today. Yeah. So
that is pretty bad.
yeah, so they've got the earliest bone tools, but yeah, 300 homes without water at the moment. I read the article, mate, and they were like, we were alerted to the issue when several homes reported weakening water pressure in their pipes, and then they went and saw that like 5 pipes had burst because of the heat. So yeah, but that's not how they found the bone tools. Yeah, how the great have fallen. They were the pinnacle of society.
Yeah, at one time.
At one time, bro, before the Stone Ages. Oh man. But yeah, the bone tools came from a horse that humans butchered at the site for its meat. Flakes of stone in piles around the animal suggest that at least 8 individuals were making large flint knives for the job. That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
How long are we looking back?
Yeah, 500,000 years.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty insane that like stuff like that just exists. But it's like kind of cool.
And the cool.
Because like
sorry, carry on, bro.
Crazy.
I just read something.
Yeah, it's just like it's probably really obvious when you see a bone that's carved out that it's like made by humans, because that probably wouldn't really happen naturally.
True.
Yeah.
What's crazy is the way they found it was because of the tide, literally, like it's been stuck in time, bro. Like it's actually like under the tide, right? So it was exposed, and then they found, like, that's insane shit, man. Like it's like buried there, and then to be in that location for so long, insane. Like I can't.
I saw a video of someone finding a dinosaur egg a couple of days ago.
Really?
Yeah. And I should have said that about a topic, but it's just come to me now. Now we've got into conversation, but yeah.
That's insane. Insane? That's insane.
and then they shone a light in it, and it looks like an egg if you know what I mean. It's
So like
crazy.
you see the veins and like you can always see through it when there's a light on it. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's insane.
I
bro.
just saw the video of it. I don't know how it looked legit. It looked like an archaeologist, but I haven't
Oh, okay.
got the pure facts behind it. But
Okay.
okay.
Bro, the other day I was listening to Wiz songs on stream and then I couldn't remember the song where he goes okay, so I typed in okay Wiz Khalifa and there's just a compilation of him just literally going okay, it's just he said it like 50 different times, bro. It's jokes.
That's funny. And while we've gone from dinosaurs to rappers, and then now I'm gonna go for a rapper rapping about dinosaurs.
About raptors.
Lupe Fiasco brought out a new sort of short album, mixtape, should we say?
Yeah.
One of them's called Dinosaur. You should listen to it. It's great.
Okay, Lupe Fiasco.
This
All right.
week, yeah.
After the podcast, I'll kick push over to YouTube and listen.
Nice.
Hey.
But the top comment is, this guy really rapped about dinosaurs. It's just an awesome rap about dinosaurs.
Is it actually like all about dinosaurs?
It's literally all about dinosaurs. But it's so good.
If anyone could do that, it is him, mate. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's great.
So the
podcast for sure.
we should what? Sorry, say again.
Listen after the podcast for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. How many tracks is there on the playlist?
It's like 4 and 1 sort of intro skit thing.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check that out, man. Check that out for sure.
One's about trainers.
They're all topical, yeah.
Those two are. One's about.
Did someone in his Twitch chat just shout out for six
random word generator?
It's called House, and I think
RWG, man. Right, chat, we're gonna make a mixtape. We're gonna make millions off it. Let's get out the RWG. Let's go. Oh man, dinosaurs. Fuck. Oh man. Now was it like the topic's orange? Just, shit, man. Nothing. I got nothing. Oh bro. So I'll be honest, man. This is pretty interesting that they found this bone tool. Considering as well that they worked out that the group would have been like 30 to 40 people in total, and they weren't just making tools, but they were social and culturally sophisticated as well. So.
And also, it's
500.
Yeah, I know. That just hit me again, bro. 500,000 years ago.
Think about
Jesus.
The Bible was written 2,000 years ago.
Yeah. What was it we were talking about the other day? There was like 22 millennia ago. Oh, that was it. We were watching YouTube videos on the Just Chatting stream, and we were watching Greek, what's it called? Archaeology. All like the Pantheon and all the temples left behind and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's it's like 22 millennia old, because the millennia is 1,000 years, which I didn't actually realize until I looked that up as well the other day. So this is 500,000 millennia ago.
Yeah, and even how it's
100 millennia.
Nah, it's not.
If a millennia is 1,000
Oh,
years, it's
wait.
100 to make that 500,000.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Damn it! Why could it be more epic, bro? God damn it! We should have built it up even more.
What would be 500,000 millennia?
I don't know, man.
That would be definitely dinosaur.
Yeah.
Now back to Lupe. No.
Or maybe even before. Back to the dinosaurs.
Full circle, man. Hit us with a freestyle about dinosaurs where you're a floss. Hit it. I'll play you a beat. No, I'm joking.
I'm not the best freestyler, but I've heard someone else here might be.
Yes.
Yeah, Raggady's banging at it, bro.
No, I'm terrible. I can't do it. I just start repeating the same word over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm able. I'm stable.
Are you listening?
I'm a label.
I'm a fucking poet and I know it, bro. Quite clearly. Oh man. So yeah, I was quite astounded by this, bro. I didn't realize that we were making bone tools, bro. If I'm honest with you, I've heard of the Stone Ages, in the Iron Age, but not the Bone Age, bro. But apparently
Yeah.
it's there,
And also
man.
it's like pre-Homo sapien as well. So it's
Yeah, man. Yeah,
like an
no,
ancestor.
yeah, no Homo sapien, man.
It's Homo
Could be aliens.
heidelbergensis.
Ah, yes.
yes.
Yes. Just as I suspected. The old Homo heidelbergensis. Yes. Of course. Elementary, my dear Riffloss. Elementary.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if you guys
One thing. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know much about tools from these periods, to be honest, bro. From Europe, do you guys?
No, I just had a thought though.
Yes.
Just throwing it in sort of timescale thing. 500,000 years ago, making bone tools. When was the first stone tool made? And then when was the first metal tool made? And then that seems like a big old gap of not much progression. And then I remember when the first color phone came out, which was about 10 years ago. Well, a bit more than 10 years ago, probably 15 years ago. And now we have, it's
What?
the rate of, what are you saying what for? What I'm saying or what you've just found?
What I just found, the Stone Age began 2.6 million years ago. So the Stone Age was before the Bone
really?
Age. This discovery is a bunch of bullshit then, bro. Because all it's proven is that we were extremely behind in the times in Europe. Man's like using bone, and then like 1.5 million years ago. Before that, man's like, yeah, we're making stone tools, shit. Like,
It's like I don't know when they actually migrated up to, because that would have been in Africa probably.
yeah, so
it might have been some of the people that migrated up to like Europe.
Oh, they're trying to say it's Europe's earliest bone tools have been found in Britain.
Yeah.
Seen. Okay. So,
Okay.
this is like secondary history, man. Okay, next week I'm gonna find out more information on the African bone tools, because that's what we want. We actually let me find out right now.
But my point still stands. If Stone Age was 2.5 million years ago, and then Europe's way behind wherever they were doing the stone stuff.
Yeah, because I think that's also
what? None of this is making any sense. The oldest excavated bone tools are from Africa, dated to about 1.5 million years ago. What is going on?
Also, it's maybe that bones don't last as long. That could also be it, or something. Or like
could be.
Maybe bones were
Or
had
maybe-
more, like
Maybe
they
it
weren't
took
as
a
good as stone
million
or something.
years to realize that bones were an able tool if molded.
Because I can't really see why bones would be better than stone. Maybe
No.
it's easier to.
In certain places, I think you
unless
might have more resource of that, probably. That's the only thing.
Unless we're just thinking about, say, like you'd have a stick and then you have a sharpened stone to make an axe or a arrowhead. Perhaps they're using bones for the trunk of, say, the axe, or the handle of the axe or something. I don't know. Maybe they're not
like it.
Oh, actually thinking about it, we're being a little bit silly here. Because we're talking about a stone that you would actually find quite sharp, ready, like primed to either make fire or to cut something, right? it's easier to find that than like find a bone and be like, oh yes, I could do something with this. So like they've had to learn what a tool really is to then go, there's another material we can make that into. Do you know what I mean? So like they would have found like a sharp stone, realized that's sharp, and then like mimic that.
2 million years of gap between that.
Well, only
That's a long ass
a
time.
million, only a million.
Yeah.
No, 2.6 million years ago for
No, because
stone.
the earliest. Yeah.
Yeah, earliest stone.
Okay, to
till
1.5 for okay for the Africa.
So
Yeah,
0.9. So
Yeah.
0.9 million year. I said that really old. 0.9 of a million. Wait, 900,000 years. Jesus Christ, that's better. Yeah.
It's still a slow process. Yeah.
I guess, but
But
also they've got to travel. They've got to travel to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't deny that it would have taken them a long time, but what I'm saying is there doesn't between them still making bone tools 500,000 years ago and then making stone tools 2.5 million years ago. There really isn't that much of a increase in sort of technology or knowledge in that time, whereas
True.
you look at what's happened in the last 100 years or 200 years, it's pretty outstanding.
Yeah.
And that's literally, 0.000% of
what it was prior. Yeah, true.
that was.
Well, one theory that I have heard about, and I do believe in quite a lot, is that there was a lot of tech that was just like stolen or destroyed or lost from Africa. Like a lot more established and developed tech than this, right? But I truly believe that as well when you look at like the earliest of people, like from all over the planet. I just don't. They wouldn't have been able to achieve certain things without knowing stuff, and it's not like they couldn't achieve it because they're those people from that age. It's literally like they would have had to have cognitive ability and knowledge, develop knowledge to achieve certain feats that they achieved, And it's like we, to this day, we've only just got some of those things to achieve the goals that they achieved back then. Like whether it's structural or farming, whatever it is, bro. Like it was insane. Some of the things they did. But
And it's
that's definitely carry on.
I was just gonna.
that was the weirdest letting someone carry on ever.
What?
I thought you were gonna finish what you were saying, then you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you could.
No, I think there's a slight delay.
Okay.
No, you carry on.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I interrupted you and then you just stopped.
I thought I interrupted you.
No, you hang up first.
I've lost what I was going to say now.
I'm sorry, lads. I should have just shut up and left you to
It's fine.
I was just gonna say like massive reason why like with the information in that, like why it gets better and better is that like back then they wouldn't have been able to pass it on to the next generation really, because like they would probably have had a pretty primitive language, and then also written. Like I know that's a massive thing that like as soon as they started inventing books and stuff, then like everything went way faster.
Or the dream. Wait, was it the what we spoke about this the other week, right? The dream drawings or dream time.
The dream time.
Dream time. That's it. Yeah. So like that was They didn't have books, right? But they're literally the oldest people on Earth, like, or a derivative of, right? The Aboriginals in Australia, and they got that dream time. So you're right. Yeah, that would have been the only way to. Yeah, imagine trying to teach someone how to make a bone tool or a stone tool through drawing, bro. Like, come on. I could barely draw a smiley face.
Yeah, like a 10,000-year-old drawing in a cave. Oh yeah, so this is how we build the new smartphone.
Mate, what are they gonna find in 10,000 years? Like IKEA fucking instructions on a cave or somewhere. Like, this is how you build this flat pack.
Mate. All these random pictures of people on the internet.
One thing that sucks about society as well is like we've lost that sense of like taskmanship. So like where you used to have like smaller communities, you'd have like a guy or a girl that did something, right? So like you'd have a seamstress, or you'd have a builder, or you'd have like a smith. Like it's like all these things are divided now, right? Like it's also how we like push these trades on, you know. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I don't know that. Obviously, there's apprentices and there's new people coming through with trades and stuff, but I don't know, man. I feel like that vibe's lost. Like you've only probably got like butchers these days that are really butchers and fishermen, right? They're the only ones these days that haven't been like swallowed up by the industrial machine. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Yeah, no. Back then your last name would basically be what your job was gonna be.
yeah, exactly. Like we had a friend in school called Stringfellow, and I was like, I always wondered why his name was Stringfellow, and I literally found out that he would be the gentleman that made strings for bows. Like literally, like he was the bloke in town that everyone
Look at
went
my
to.
last name.
Yeah, you straight up cutting meat, man. Straight up butchering for years, man. No doubt. Yeah, it's well interesting. I cannot speak today, boys.
Yes. Well, interest.
Well,
Someone keeps saying
Kind of
well,
UK slang, is that?
Yeah, that's how we speak.
That's the heat. It's the heat.
That's how we speak here, bro.
Yeah.
That's well
Yeah.
interest.
it's a humid.
Addy G in the house.
Well, interest, bro.
Well interest, bro. Oh my god, mate. It is so hot in here, mate. It's actually 32 degrees in here right now. I don't know why it's so warm. But anyway, yes. Topic 2, done and discussed. Yeah, quite intriguing, man. Although it's made me want to go on a bit more research. I can't speak. Maybe.
Yeah, we almost need like I reckon because we always, like, that wouldn't even be conspiracy, but just like some, like, different, like maybe have one where we go into more detail on one thing or something.
Yeah, for sure. Well, maybe one topic where we delve into it a little bit on the podcast. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. I like that.
Or even just like I don't know, like then I'm not sure how interesting that is if we're doing research while we talk. Like,
True. That is true. We can work on
I
that.
suppose if we're all doing research, we'll all find something to talk about while the others are still looking.
Yeah,
I reckon it would work.
Yeah, if one of us does it, then I think it's good. I think that would work for sure. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Let's do it.
Topic number 3. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is to be rebooted. Yeah, PogChamp! Yeah!
Yeah, I saw that and I was like pretty surprised.
Have you seen the trailer?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I hadn't heard about it at all.
Okay.
Because I never watched it that much because I think I'm just a little bit too young.
Probably a little, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 98, so it's like.
Oh, you're older than both of
late.
us. You're 98. You look good, bro. You look good, man. Maybe it's Maybelline's been working for you, boy.
Yeah, it's here in Australia, they've got a good skincare routine.
It's the water and the sun, bro.
Yeah, you should have seen me when I was 91 when I came here.
And this week, chat, we have Benjamin Button, also known as Ripple.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Amazing. No, yeah, I think, probably if you're a 98 baby, then you're definitely, probably just missed it. I mean, what did I actually watch? I can't remember what TV channel I even watched it on now, bro. Actually.
Yeah, you're right.
It was like one of those ones on like
MTV.
It was on MTV, yeah.
Was it on MTV?
It was on like VH1 for a minute, I think.
Yeah.
And another channel as well. It was like a dog shit channel. Like, it just had random shit on it. They had a few things on there, but anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But
Got us.
yeah, I watched it on there. I never watched it when it was like first released on just like on TV or anything like that. I don't think. I think I was too young as well. when it was actually like playing on a network. But so how this came about, right, is a guy last year in 2019, he made a trailer. It was just like a fan, you know, one of these like fan fiction trailers or something, and it was just literally developed on the idea of it's a hard hitting drama and that's it. But it's going to be exactly the same, like in every other aspect. And yeah, he went ahead, man, and made it. Oh, hang on, system malfunction.
Hello.
Headset died.
Hello. Oh yeah.
System malfunction. We're
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. Stream could
Power
hear me,
off.
but you boys couldn't. There you go. Yeah. Power down. Yeah, he went ahead with it, man. He paid for the budget and stuff himself, and Will Smith found it, liked it, had some issues with it, but did like it, and then said, yeah, he'll pick it up for his own Westbrook Studios, bro. So him and Universal TV have partnered, and they're going to actually develop the show. Will's going to be the executive producer, and this gentleman that made the trailer is going to be working alongside him as a co-producer.
That's pretty insane. Like just going from making a YouTube, just like trailer thing, and the next minute you're like developing a TV show.
And you usually hear like homage being paid sometimes. Like I know some of the there was some like my ex was into Harry Potter, and she showed me some ones of like fan fiction Harry Potters, and they got like recognized by the author and stuff and by the director, but like they never did anything with it. They would just like give them a shout out on Twitter or something like or a backhanded retweet, you know. Nothing crazy, but yeah, man, it's cool that you get actual recognition from doing something like that, especially on that level. That's global, bro. There's probably foreign countries that still are playing Fresh Prince as like a relevant show, you know, like that's how it works usually, isn't it, with stuff like that, I believe.
Yeah.
But even now,
apparently Switzerland and Germany are still showing it.
Yeah, man. See,
I've just got it up on
IMDb, yeah, man.
Nickelodeon. We watched it in UK on Nickelodeon. That's kind of also where I remember it from.
Okay.
And BBC as well. Well, the BBC was only 1991 to 1997.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's when I saw it then, when
my
I was
time.
a little kid. Maybe saw it like because I don't remember. I only remember the repeats.
But there was more. They're not all on here because I used to watch it on.
Yeah, there's
other
definitely
stuff.
there was one on Sky. I just cannot remember the name of it. It was like, mate, Sky had like 999 channels, and it was like,
And the problem ain't one.
yeah, not a single one of them's decent. Like, all 999 of them are a problem. But yeah, man, this also is being the executive producers. I wanted to get Ty on this week, but he's busy to get him on because his idol is one of the producers of this show. Quincy Jones is one of the producers, man, you know, along with Benny Medina. But I just thought it was interesting that Quincy was part of it. Because that means that Will Smith and Quincy Jones are essentially bringing out a show, which is insane. To be honest.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be good. And it's going to have some real authenticity added to it, man. But the trailer, I'm not going to lie, the trailer was banger. We watched it again earlier before the podcast, and it got me excited. Even if they don't go in that direction entirely, it is looking good.
It was very good.
So, do you remember any of the sort of like theme or humor in it, Riffloss, at all, or like in the show? Or not?
Like I've seen some clips and stuff, but I've never really watched it that much.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you know the song at all? Like you?
Yeah, I've heard it, but
Yeah. Well, they like.
I wouldn't be able to sing it.
No, I'm not gonna.
I'll rap.
Now we've paid Riffloss for a rendition this week of Fresh Prince of an opera.
Oh, have we? Have we? I think you must have got the wrong PayPal or something.
No,
Yeah.
check it right now. 500 ducats. I've just transferred them. Ducatpay.com.
Oh yeah, give me 2 minutes.
He just disappears and disconnects. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, man. So there's no idea really who's gonna stream it or when it's actually gonna be released for everyone. But yeah, Netflix are probably gonna be grabbing that one up, I assume. Like Hulu isn't a thing now, right? So I doubt it's gonna be that. Is Hulu
Yeah,
a
I think
thing?
it's-
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's American only.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't know who it is, but I think there's a reverb in the mic of the stream, like all the headphones. It might be Mike's mic, possibly too close to the headset. Maybe I don't know. I can just hear
Is
like
it
a
crackling?
no. I can hear like
An-
everyone back.
An echo.
So I don't know if it's like hearing your headphone. If that makes sense. Like your mic's picking up your
Is
headphone.
it better now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Or have you
yeah.
heard sound from the screen? And like I could
Oh yeah, it could
hear
be
that
that.
again.
Check, check, check. Yeah, I can't hear it now.
Yeah.
Yo.
I think it's good.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, yeah. I think you had it from the cracked up.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Anymore?
You're all good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, good.
You're all good, bro.
Cool.
Thank you. So yeah, Will. So you didn't watch Will in the Fresh Prince, but now you've heard about it, Riflos. Will you tune into this series?
Yeah, probably if it's like a drama.
Yeah.
I reckon that would be. Sometimes I like comedies, but sometimes I just or like what do you call them, a sitcom?
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's not like it's hard to get into them because it's just like a random every single episode. But if it's a drama, it's probably a bit more exciting.
It's true. Yeah, definitely. It feels like there's less slapstick moments. Like, I feel like they've just looked at it and gone, right, okay, we can't have the audience in the background going ha ha at every sentence now. So like,
Yeah.
what direction can we take it? And it's literally drama with a slight bit of humor. But I feel like the humor they're embracing from the trailer, at least, is just like, I don't know, within the character, right? Rather than like the story being the comedy now. You know what I mean? Because in the old Fresh Prince, it was there was so much slapstick humor, bro, just constantly. Like I said, everyone's laughing every sentence, but then there was like just one dramatic undertone throughout the whole thing. Whereas it feels like it's a flip on that entirely. So it's like, I reckon it's going to be quite an intertwined storyline for sure. But I don't think they'll be able to get as many seasons out of it though, doing it this way. Because if people, I don't know, there's only so far that story can go, right? Otherwise, it's going to turn into 90210, mate. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and also it's probably way harder to write a drama
Yeah, no doubt.
than a sitcom.
That's true shit. Well, yeah, I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to tune in. But
I'll check it out as well.
Yeah, man.
I need to take a 2-second break.
Yeah, alright, mate. Just make sure that mic's muted because we heard a rustle. Thank you, bro. But we'll move on to the next topic. Topic 4, the Airbus. You know, the old Français company. They are to build the first interplanetary cargo ship, and that's actually, we paid homage, however you wish to say it, to the first ever cargo ship on planet Earth, with the title of the podcast today, Ideal X. It was actually the first cargo ship to ever be set sail. So yeah, this I was actually wondering when I found out that was the name. I was quite intrigued whether, you know, SpaceX might be like, damn it, we didn't get that job. We could have called it the Ideal XX or something. Like that. Put their second stamp of approval on it, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Airbus are creating this insane contraption, bro.
Yeah, it's cool how just basically every week there's more space. Like that's the recurring topic, and then conspiracy theories.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's in the scientific and tech space though right now, bro. It touches on both of those bases, really. It's hard to avoid it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've tried to stay away from the space thing because it has been every single episode, but there's just something constantly new, bro. Like, this is insane. I had no idea. I wasn't even thinking about how they were gonna bring it back in a fucking cargo ship, dude. Like, these motherfuckers already planned it. Like, in 2026, like, it's insane. I mean,
yeah, and it's because that's probably gonna be the biggest, or one of the, like, what would you say, like the most money in space,
Oh
would
yeah.
definitely be cargo, because that is just like it's insanely expensive and then also so important.
Yeah, and also
Because
this is like gonna pave the way, right, for like the next stepping stone, right? Like if they get this rock back and this rock confirms something,
because that would
we're
be
on our
the
way.
first thing. I think the first actual sample from Mars.
Yeah, no,
So I
100%.
don't think that's like they have the rovers and that, but they haven't ever brought anything back.
Yeah, you are 100% correct, bro. I thought it was
And then
insane. Sorry, carry on. Carry on. I just read something.
oh no,
bro.
you go.
I just thought it was insane that they're actually like when I heard cargo ship, I thought about like this big thing in a game or something, and then they're like, the cargo's gonna be in a football size shape, like, like it's literally gonna be nothing. But I suppose it's a large feat they're trying to achieve here, so I do get it now.
Yeah, and also just for all of that to bring back like a football size rock, then it's 6.5 tons.
They get it back and there's
of
nothing
launch.
there.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting how it's chemical and electric.
Yeah, I wanted to
As
hear
well.
your take on that because I don't really know too much about like the
Yeah.
you know, the thought process behind.
Yeah, I don't
that.
even know how they would do electric. Like I'm not sure. Like I would have to look into it a bit more.
Yeah,
But it's pretty interesting if you can start getting electric, because that's what you would eventually. Like of course you're gonna have hydrogen.
hmm
I think like hydrogen is fine, like what they use now.
yeah,
And then even I think some of the SpaceX they're gonna be on methane. I think because you can make all of that on Mars. But if
okay.
you can get like an electric rocket, then it would be perfect. Then you can just have a solar panel and then off you go.
True.
but
Yeah, as
but
long
I
as
doubt
you,
it can ever be as powerful as a combustion.
as long as you don't get caught in an orbit, you're blessed, basically.
Yeah.
True shit.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man, you good?
Thank you. Yes.
Good.
Thank
Good.
you.
You were just on the topic of the the company Airbus. They're going to be building the first interplanetary cargo ship.
Mm.
And the first task is going to be to bring back the rock that they excavate from Mars.
Wow.
Yeah,
Be a
man.
big rock then.
Well, no bigger than a football, apparently.
Yeah.
Imagine when they get it
cargo
back.
ship for football.
They test it and they're like, Barry, I told you to take it from 1 meter down the fucking cliff. Like, all this money, 2.6 billion, 10 years down the drain. I don't know why they're from London, but you know.
And how did we get onto the electric side of things?
Okay. So
I
Refloss.
don't want you to repeat, but
No, you're fine.
Oh yeah, apparently it's gonna be so like normal combustion, like chemical and electric. So I was just wondering how they're gonna incorporate the electric. So that will be pretty
Yeah.
interesting if they can somehow start doing slightly electric rockets.
hybrids.
The inclusion of a powerful ion engine will require a lot of power, hence the use of immense solar rays. These panels will give the satellite a wingspan of 39 meters, more than 120 foot. But
Also, it's iron power.
Damn.
yeah, ion engine, and then they'll need. So wait, so they're using electric power to fuel an ion engine? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So I think iron, that's almost just like a
That is literally
like light. I think kind of.
And please tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't ion like where they're literally like pushing a certain energy? So like you have like on Earth you've got like an ionizer, right? That like just pushes out positive ions into the room, which automatically like pushes out the odor, because the odor is like a what's it called? What's the opposite of an ion?
It's
I'm
like
being
charge.
stupid. Proton, right? No.
Yeah, it's like electrically charged.
Yeah. So it like pushes out the negative, right? Because it's positively charged. So is that what happens when they're flying through space? They're just literally exerting this energy.
Yeah. So that's the good thing about space. If you can somehow throw anything, whatever it is, even if it's ions up one way, then you'll get pushed the other way.
So that literally has been how they've always traveled through space. So even as a kid, I was like,
Yeah, but like normally they wouldn't have done with iron, so they would have done like a fuel.
Oh, okay. So this is new, the
So
ion thing.
yeah, I'm not sure if they've done it before, but it's just I know it's I think it's you can use it once you get out into space,
Yeah,
but you still that's probably what they do. So they use the chemical to get out of the atmosphere,
soon.
and then
Okay.
once they're in there, they can use the iron
Yeah, man. I hear
because
that.
it takes like an insane amount of power to get out of Earth.
Yeah, I bet. Jesus.
So that's really cool. But it probably does it say anywhere how long they expect it to take to get there?
Let me see. I don't believe so, man.
Because I know that's the thing with iron. It's
So the reason why this sort of like article was brought up in the news was because there's something flying out there now that's like gone to collect it. Like gone to like collect the rock, and then that's it. Perseverance. So Perseverance is already launched and is on its way. And that's gonna actually get the rock, collect it, and then that's gonna fire the rockets up. Sorry, the rocks in the rocket up to this cargo ship, yeah. So this cargo ship essentially is just doing a big old orbit from Earth to Mars and then back, and essentially not stopping.
okay. So
Imagine the
time it pretty well.
Yeah. Actually, I think that was one of my maths questions at GCSE, mate. If if Airbus sends a cargo ship
to pick up a football-sized rock from Mars.
Perseverance sends rock up in a football-sized, yeah. Oh, bro, I don't fucking know. Did you ever have that in Oz, bro? In the old exams, like
Yeah, we did have a.
Billy's at the train station at 3:30.
Yeah, it was pretty bad here actually in my state. This will be a bit of a tangent. But
that's good.
Yeah, when I did high school, then hard work was you do your 6 subjects, and then you would get your normal grade, and then your grade would be ranked against other people. So like there could only be one best in the class.
Really?
And then your whole school would be ranked. You would do like a test that's the same for all schools. And then your school would be ranked against other schools. So if your school did bad, like mine did, then everyone's marks got worse.
Oh my god.
And if your school did good, then everyone else's marks would get boosted.
Jesus.
So that's like
that's demoralizing as fuck.
Yeah, like Australia, they have like some of the worst like public schools because it's like just really privatized everything here.
Damn, that's savage, bro.
Yeah, so that was like that really sucked for me because if I'd been at like another school, then I would have gotten a better mark.
I suppose when you get out into the suburbs, the infrastructure that it needs for a school, like, it's actually extremely expensive. I can imagine the government not fronting for that.
Yeah, and then like at private schools, then you get better teachers and that because they can pay them whatever they want. So
actually, in all the shows, it's always all the kids are always at private schools, like in Home and Away and Neighbours and a couple of other shows. Yeah, they were always in private school uniforms, and I was like, what the hell? But yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's. Damn. Yeah, there's like it's a really.
They're everywhere, basically, right?
Yeah, like it's a lot of like most of my friends went to private schools and stuff. But it's coming from Denmark, it's just such a like. They do have private schools, but it's not really that big a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tangent.
A great picture I saw. I think it was a picture, and it was how everyone at school, pretty much, regardless of the school, this is perhaps UK and America, it could be all over the world. You get everyone to take the same test with the same whatever. It's a bit like getting an elephant and a fish. Sorry, a monkey and a fish and an elephant to try and climb a tree. Like everyone's gonna do it differently because everyone's different.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna get like a completely different result, and people are gonna be better at this than the other. And to grade people on one certain thing throughout everyone is just kind of crazy, really, because everyone is. Do you know what I mean? And to say that because you got an A in this or you got all A's, you are the best doesn't necessarily make it the right thing. because you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I
Yeah,
didn't
that was-
realize.
The great depiction of, you know, everyone's a different type of person, and you're all trying to get them to climb the same tree, but you know, not everyone's going to get to the top, but other people will climb a different tree or go down or up or
Yeah.
swim or do something, and they're going to succeed in a different way. So
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that was just the thing I found really messed up. Yeah, it was just that if your school did bad, then everyone in the whole school gets worse. But like it basically says if your school does bad, then you only get a certain amount of these grades.
That's crazy.
It's like if your school does well, you get a. So it was like from they called it overall position or like OP, and then 1 is the best and 25 is the worst. So like say if your school does average, then you might get a 1 or 2 OP ones that your school can get. But if it does bad, you won't even get any. So it like doesn't really matter how
Damn,
good
bro.
people are in the school, they just can't get the mark. But they've changed that now, so it's just based on yourself,
Yeah.
which I think is
mad.
how it should be.
Do you know what?
Absolutely.
I didn't know this until literally the other day, right? But like I wasn't the best at maths when I was really young, right? And then I didn't pay much attention in like secondary school because I always struggled. And my teacher was like really good at teaching me, and he always like really tried. But he always, I think a little bit out of the box, right? Not normal most of the time, and half the time I'm wrong. But sometimes it works. So in maths, I would find like complicated, weirder ways that were easier for me to understand, and I'd reach the same result. And I remember for a fact, he told me countless times when I go around, like about a different way of doing it. Can't do it that way, it's not right. One time you'll use that method and it'll fuck up. And they wouldn't, but he would always say it. And literally the other day I saw a fucking video, bro, from, I think it was Japan, of how they work out multiplication. And it's just with using lines and points on the lines. And I was just gobsmacked that there's another way of doing math. I was so shocked that there's like a legitimate other way of doing something I got taught to do in a certain way as a kid. I was astounded by it, bro. Like I know we all speak different languages, but I always thought maths and music was the same across all, but it ain't. I was so shocked. Like,
Yeah, you kind of just shown that that's the way and that's the only way.
yeah.
And then when you tried a different way, you said you shouldn't do it that way.
Actually, turns out I might go on a big old adventure to learn how to do it a Japanese way, which may have been even easier, and I could have become a fucking statistician. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's just, it shocked me so much, bro. And I trusted the man. And I'm like, hang on a minute, wait, there's other ways of doing these things. But it's just insane, yeah. That you know, everyone's way is the right way until you get a chance to open up your mind. Like, it's interesting, man. I don't know why it took me that long to fucking figure it all out, but but yeah, I'm
I
excited.
would not recommend doing math. Just
Yeah.
from a person doing math himself.
Oh yeah, I'm not near your level, mate. Jesus, nowhere near. But,
I have this one assignment due tomorrow, and it's just it's only 5% of my mark, but it's just really messed up.
Does math come easy to you?
Yeah, it always has, but now it's just getting to the point where it's just super messed up math.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Well, I can't even imagine actually, to be honest.
Like I just need to, even though it comes easy, I need to study heaps still.
So are you doing like,
Which is annoying.
is it like statistical maths now? Like,
No,
or-
it's computational, so it's like a lot of,
oh okay,
it's like modeling,
okay.
so it's like fluid dynamics and all that.
Oh Jesus Christ, mate. Okay.
Just,
Right over my head.
yeah. I kind of think back, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have just done my software.
Hey, you'll be able to drop all the
Oh, well.
gifted subs in any channel you like, mate, once you got your job.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good, baby.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, that would be the dream.
You'll be the programming prince one day, mate. So any programmers in the chat?
Yeah, and that'll be the future.
Yeah, man.
Any programmers?
Oh man. Any program princes?
Yeah.
Oh bro.
That is, like because aren't the like 5 most richest people now? They're like all tech, aren't they?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, no Oilers.
Yeah, no Oilers, mate. Well, no.
Even though if there are any
actually,
Oilers.
it's all hidden. You just don't hear about the Oilers. Isn't there there's that
Yeah,
guy in America, isn't there, that they can't find his name, but they know someone, and they've got like hearsay about him, but he owns all this land with these oil fields, and it's constantly running, but they can't find the dude's name, and they just know that he's sat there on a fucking Billy, mate. Like, he's got stacks.
Really?
Yeah. I was reading an article about it the other day. He's like this mystery individual. It's insane.
And even like the Middle East and that, it's just.
Oh yeah, even more money out there, bro. Yeah, Jesus.
There was an interesting thing from Trump the other day about he had a news conference that was towards Big Pharma and talking about that side of things, and he's basically trying to cut out the middleman, which he says are people that are unknown making ridiculous bank through no sort of helping through discovery or anything. They're just kind of a middleman which are just taking ridiculous amount of money, and he's trying to stop them from being part of it, therefore saving costs and giving money back to the people that are buying it, basically making the product cheaper. And he said, he says it literally, I was thinking about a week ago, there are some very rich and powerful people that don't like what I'm doing right now, and you might not see me for a while, but I am gonna do this because I'm the only one that can do it, or something.
Fair.
I was like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And I'm sure there's a lot of those people that literally you have no, they're in no public domain. I mean, there's 7 billion people in the world. God knows. I'm sure there's richer people than are on the Forbes list.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, there are.
Yeah.
We know that, but yeah.
But just like,
also if it's not in their best interest to be known, then of course they aren't going to be known.
yeah, it's more like as well. The Forbes is created by an individual that was like, I don't want any any light on me. Let's make light of the richest people in the world, and then like, create it's just such a distraction. And then we're all like, oh, who's number one in Forbes? Then every year it changes. It's like, oh, there's a load of shit, bro. It's like GQ, mate. The most, like, what is it? The sexiest man or the most beautiful woman or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, now which one of them haven't had work done? Like, it's like, so you're basically like building individuals to put them in these positions, essentially, like, without even going down a conspiracy theory path. Like,
and it's never just random people. It's always
never
actors or something.
And mate, I swear the Oscars is just to like act like they're giving others a chance. Like, you always hear of like acts that should have really won because they're loved by the public, but they're just there. They get invited because they were nominated and they never win. But like, they always should.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Yeah, crazy.
What's wrong with the world, mama? Where
Still
is
though, if there's
Lord?
any Oilers, feel free to gift Smaxy.
True.
We aren't talking shit about you or anything.
Yeah.
We're happy with what
I
we do.
love you and your money. I mean, I've got rent to pay, baby. So yeah, send through them gifters. Hey, and even better, donations, baby, because we don't have to give anything off the top of that one. That goes straight into the 101 bank. That goes straight into the must fund. Oh man.
It's tax-free up to a certain amount as well, isn't it? How does it work with it?
Well, not with me.
But does it just go on your overall earnings in the year?
Yeah, that one will, yeah. But yeah, for most, I think it's like you can do friends and family up to a certain amount, right? Like if you're a streamer and not registered, you'll probably be alright. But
yeah,
like streamers that aren't affiliated. Well, yeah, streamers that aren't affiliated would be absolutely fine, actually. That's why everyone that isn't affiliated should always have a donation button, because you don't have to pay tax on it.
Okay, any Oilers in?
Yeah, head over to Riff Loss.
Yeah, then we can sort something out.
Hey, shh. Mate, imagine if he gets a milli after the stream. We just never see him again. We see him on a yacht on the news, and we talk about him in a podcast.
Yeah,
Elon Musk. He's like,
Yeah, streamer gets given $1 billion.
never seen again. Oh,
Nah, they're not. I'd come on as a special guest.
hell yeah, bro. You'd have to start. You know, when you get a lot of money, you've got to take really long pauses between each few words. You know, that seems to happen. Like Elon,
oh my
only
god.
ever.
This
Speak like
reminded me
this.
of a couple of days ago I watched on David Blaine's YouTube.
Yeah.
David Blaine does magic for Jeff Bezos.
Oh
and
shit.
It's quite interesting, and Jeff Bezos is in a tux. He's in a party of, they're at a party, and David Blaine, blows minds. Whatever, it's insane what he does.
And dicks.
But all the comments are just like Jeff Bezos laughs exactly what I thought a billionaire would laugh like. He's like, oh.
Well, like a money laugh, a rich laugh.
Yeah. Watch that also after stream because David Blaine's a madman.
He is. It is true. He's extreme, man.
Yeah.
Like him, Houdini, and that brother that walked across the fucking Niagara Falls, and then what did he do after? They made a film about him, bro. Like he did a tightrope across like the Twin Towers, wasn't it? It was the Twin Towers.
Yeah, I forget his name though.
Yeah, but it was a French guy, wasn't it? Bro, those three, man, if they lived in the same time period, oh my god. Imagine the shit they'd get up to, bro.
And
who did he be like, put me in a barrel and I'll jump off the tightrope from the Twin Towers? David Blaine's like, yeah, I'll catch you, and then we'll all disappear into a pool of water for 24 hours, and then we'll all come out.
What's his name that climbed up the shard and then?
Oh, Boris Johnson. No.
Not climbed up, because there's a dude that climbed up.
The Spider-Man guy.
French Spider-Man guy.
Okay.
He was in my mind, but that's not who I was thinking of. He didn't climb up the shard. Oh, what's his? Dynamo. He's also.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's kind of like. No. David Blaine is. I'm not putting them in the same category, but as some of the stuff he's done is pretty insane too. You gotta give it to him. I know, like you're like I know why you're like. But...
Yeah, only because I've never seen Dynamo do anything other than like film sleight of hand. And
sure.
it's always like if the film wasn't there, I don't think he'd be able to pull it off. Yeah. Whereas that David Blaine thing, I don't know, unless he was like hiring, hundreds of actors to stand in like Times Square and stuff, and like I don't know, I feel like at that time as well, in the years it were, like people would have been like, you're a big fat phony if it was fake, or like
when was he in the box?
Hey, this guy lives here as a big fat phony.
Remember he lived in a box suspended just next to London Bridge. Like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
When was that? Because I swear down, I don't know if I've dreamt this or not, but I'm sure I went with my uncle, etc.
2003
like activity group we had.
2003.
2003. So that 2003 is I think I went. I think I saw him physically suspended there.
Really?
Yeah, but it was such a 2003.
See, this is where David Blaine's different. Like his title is American Illusionist, Endurance Artist. Like I've never heard that term. He is definitely an endurance artist, that's for sure. Like I've never heard that. That's insane. Endurance artist.
Yeah, some of it isn't even magic. It's just him being crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Endurance art is a kind of performance art involving some form of hardship, such as pain, solitude, or exhaustion. What the heck?
Sounds about right.
Guess what other, funnily enough, the other image on Wikipedia that pops up is Marina Abramovich's The Artist is Present. And Don't know if you know who that is, but she's.
I do.
She's a openly renowned Satanist. That literally deals with and has done exhibits with the likes of Jay-Z, other artists. Like her and Jay-Z's performance, you may have even seen. They were in a gallery together. The crowd weren't allowed around them any further than like a couple of meters. They were all in a circle. And Jay-Z did his whole entire rap while she stared at him intensely the entire time. Fucking creepy, bro. Yeah, she's nuts, mate. She literally like, yeah. Anyway, I won't go too much into it, but she's dark. She's an actual.
Google her. She's all over Google.
She's an actual saint. Like there's like people in the Church of Satan that aren't actual Satanists compared to this lady. Like she's
type in Marina. She's the first one to come.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's not hard to find.
But yeah. That's a different world. That's an underbelly. That is, man. That's real as shit and scary. I'm not gonna lie. There was a oh, it wasn't a film. What was it? A series actually on Netflix. Hang on, I've got to find out this series for you guys because it's basically it's touching on the fact and theory about how NASA scientists, many of them, from its conception, were actually German Nazi scientists that actually like got brought over, for their lives, like in exchange for their lives, and they began to work on the NASA program. But what it was also describing in this program was how a lot of the individuals that were from America were intertwined in like fraternities. And also some of them slipped into like satanic cults. And there was like this is factual. There's actually a show about it. I'm gonna try and look up the show. I'll do it after the stream, but it's a really good show, man. A really good show. And it's touches on a lot of true points, but I didn't know anything about it. Like NASA, one of the founders of NASA is actually the founder of Scientology, and no one knows that. No one cares.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, man. L. Ron Hubbard. He's literally one of the founders of it. It's like and people laugh at Scientology and laugh at him, but yeah, they're like, they sort of like gobble up every bit from NASA. But not to say it's not true, but anyway, that's. I
still reckon it's probably like because people usually that like you have to be a certain kind of person to be able to found something like NASA.
True. Yeah, you have to.
Then, like he could also it has to be like. It's like most leaders and stuff, they are actually like it takes a certain kind of person to do something like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to rally people.
Yeah.
Anything really.
At the time as well. Yeah. Although it feels normal now going into space, back then it probably was like a really like taboo thing, right? As well, like so that people talking about it were probably the only ones, like you said, like him, crazily outspoken, forward thinking. Because although his ideas are crazy, he's a clever individual, right? He's made fucking millions off of people. He was actually a very good author. So like, yeah, that's the problem with a lot of these people.
Yeah, maybe that's why he did it. Like he's intentionally done all of Scientology just to make money. Like he doesn't believe in it at all.
Probably.
That could also be a thing.
That's true. Oh yeah, that is, yeah. Who knows, man? This is gonna turn into a conspiracy show. I can just feel it. It's gonna second season, mate. We're coming back with a new thing. No, so finally, we'll cover the last topic. Sadly, the UK is suffering from an unprecedented recession right now, and even more so now. We just lost that wine cooler. No.
Yeah. Me and my tinfoil hat.
That's the coldest tinfoil out of that.
The full tinfoil armor there. Just need a lot of the wine coolers.
He's got his braces.
Yeah.
He's just upgraded from his cloth to his ice pack braces, man. Wine cooling braces. It sounds like a fucking skin on WoW. Oh. So, Raggedy, I'm hoping you could enlighten us about this because I know fuck all about it, to be honest with you.
Well, we touched on it in the green room session just before we came on to, because we were just saying, well, while you have your intermission between us chatting and then you starting the stream, we're technically in the green room.
True.
So we were just having a chat then, and I haven't actually seen the full figures yet. I've read the notes, but yes, it's not the most ideal thing we've had going on right now.
Is this sort of how do I put it? Is this fear mongering again in any way?
It could be. Because it was funny because I say a month, probably a month and a half, 45 days ago or so, it was said that World War II, it gave examples of other recessions we've had over time, and that we were nowhere near that result.
Right.
And then
Okay.
suddenly now we are. And that was in the mainstream, which was quite interesting. But a lot can change in 45 days. But
the reliance we have on this is simply figures. Am I correct? So, like, whenever these things, so just like when we were talking about the other week, the figures, the statistics for, like, deaths had changed, right? It had been, like, misconstrued. Is this a similar thing? Are we only getting our information simply from those people with those statistics? Is that right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
So quite easily, again, it could be exacerbated or...
I have a slightly different take.
Go ahead.
I have that. I've been for a while now. It's like, because normally recessions happen every 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
The last big one was the 2008, like the recession then. And I've strongly been believing that, especially in Australia and like America, that there's been a really, really big recession, like that's on its way. Because I actually looked into that quite a bit, because normally how you fix a recession is like people borrow money and then people default on their loans. That's basically how it starts, or companies or whatever. And then interest rates will go down, because then you want people to spend money, which they did after 2008. Like interest rates got low, because then it's easier to get a loan, but people don't save up money. And then what you do is you normally increase the interest rates over time. So people start saving money again, because who wants to save money if they only get 1% in the bank, for example?
I see. So.
And then you build it up, and then people will save up some money, and then people will spend money, get new loans, and then default.
No, it's
like
just
it kind
a
of
cycle.
repeats like that.
The thing.
Yeah, but the problem now is that the interest rate has never gone back up, so it's actually never been fixed. And then now we're gonna have just a really shit show of like COVID, and just because I'm not sure about you guys in like the UK, but can you tell that it was slowing down a lot before?
Bro, I honestly, mate, I feel like I'm in a different world, mate. Apart from speaking to Raggedy IRL, I literally feel like I'm in a different world. I can't even explain it. Mate, I go outside and I see other people, and I don't even feel they're real. Like, I can't even explain it. The world feels upside down at the minute, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, you're right. Things did... I had a bit of a rough year last year, so it felt like things were on the downhill anyway, financially and stuff. But yeah, I suppose you are right. Looking at things around me, I guess... things a little bit slowing down slightly. You are right, yeah.
You could compare it to the currency market, the stock market, the whatever market. It all goes up and down. So say if we've got, we've gone up for a bit, and then we're coming back down, and then it will go back up, and then it'll probably go back down again in a few years. It's just kind of, your currency, that's all it does. Just up and down, up and down. Sometimes it gains a bit more and then comes down a bit. So, nothing, as I say, as they say, no good thing lasts forever, and it's always got to come back down for a bit. I know this has been whatever sort of problem. I was going to say external problem, but who knows? It's always got to come back down. So I guess it's just the next down for us, and then we'll be heading back up, and someone else will be going back down. I don't know.
So I guess what you said is quite important though, Refloss, the fact that we haven't actually come out of that interest decline. That we haven't actually had that
that's the thing
uphill
that
yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been fixed since 2008. So
So it's
like
just
the
like a
debt
double
bubble has
crash.
just been building.
Yeah.
So it's like gonna be way worse because the last one was like I know also in America because they changed how they like I'm not sure if you've heard of quantitative easing. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't
So
actually.
that's one way they say they fix it is by it's basically printing money.
Oh,
And then
okay.
like if you print money and take it back on tax, you actually don't create more money in the like overall system. But it's
Right.
not a good way to fix it.
Is this why they're
Like
trying to go back to the gold standard then?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people say that it's gonna happen eventually because
Because it's
like
not.
normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like fictional, isn't it? There's
Highest
money
prices,
like they're
right?
printing completely.
Also, going on to gold, gold's obviously hit the highest amount in history last week to hit $2,000 per ounce, or is it ounce? Yes, an ounce. I don't know if you've ever looked into gold and how it's used now, but if you have a certain amount of gold and it's held within a bank, they leverage it at least 200 times out. So if you own some gold, you don't actually own a piece of gold. You can go and physically take your piece of gold and take it with you, but it's been leveraged 200 times out. So since the gold has gone past 2000, it's been a real issue for the banks because people want to extract their gold and take their physical pieces of gold, but they're not actually in the bank. You don't have a piece of gold in the bank. It's been leveraged, it's been borrowed, it's been lent, it's been so.
When I was a kid, I used to ask my parents this stuff, bro. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. I used to say to them, why does it say on the note, I owe the bearer of this note the sum of, and then it would say £10. And they're literally like, well, that's because it used to be the sum of, you know, silver or whatever it was you were giving them, right? And then I was like, yeah, but like, so can I get £10 of gold if I give this to them? Well, no, you can't. It doesn't work like that. And that was it. It was just left. But straight up, it should be not £10 of gold, but the equivalent of, right, depending on the currency rate during the time period.
Unless you physically have your piece of gold in your safe, in your drawer in your room, or on your person, which you can physically access 24/7, you don't own a piece of gold.
So no one owns anything then, especially in the UK, getting back to the deeds, getting back to royal deeds and stuff, because there's like, but there's a thing about mortgages in the UK. They're essentially all based upon a lie.
Yeah, that's like even with money in the bank, then I know they can also, isn't it like 10 times or something? Yeah, so if you put your money in the bank, then the bank can loan out 10 times whatever money they have.
That would not surprise me. Yeah, that would not surprise.
And then the money they loan out, those people can put it in the bank, and then they can loan out 10 times that money, so you can create like infinite money out of it.
Yeah. Same thing with the gold. Literally.
Yeah. So was there was again, it goes back to conspiracy theory slightly, but where was the turning point? Does anyone know the actual year and also the change within the UK and America? Because well, I should say Europe and America, because there was a point. So there was a change where, you know,
the gold standard became no more.
Yeah, like there was, you know, a silver piece was worth that silver piece in weight. Like where was? Because
I think it's like the 80s.
Oh really? That like short of a time ago?
Yeah, it's not that.
So
1976.
So when like threepennies and like 2-penny bits and stuff were about, that actually truly was still worth gold. Like it was worth its actual value.
Yeah, so
like,
the like Reserve Bank needed to have that amount of gold in order to print money. So if they wanted to print more money, they needed to buy more gold.
So then, where does crypto come in? Because that's literally not based upon any hard.
Oh, that's
is it?
That's a completely different.
That's for another time.
That's for another podcast, brother.
That's like if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Okay. Okay.
But that also went up. Actually, I was.
Yeah, it's
like Ethereum went up in crazy crazy in Bitcoin
Bitcoin's
itself.
also done the same.
There's someone I watch on Twitch, and he actually said that everyone thinks it's gonna go up, but he's predicted a massive crash.
Yeah,
Like,
I think when it
I don't know
actually
if this has happened already, but this was like 2 days ago. He was showing over a month. It was a month graph, and he was showing it like it had gone way up, and he was like, "This is gonna crash," and everyone thinks it's gonna continue going up.
yeah, let's see what's
we're currently at half of the extension of what the initial boom was
Right.
of Bitcoin. So we're halfway of the highest point right now, and I can say that it probably will come down again in the next 60 days.
Yeah, like I said, he was looking on a month,
bit,
like a month graph.
but it's gonna keep going up because it just will at some point. But I reckon over the next 60 days there'll be a slight decline.
Well,
let me know when that motherfucker crashes so I can buy some more.
Yeah, what I actually I got I was looking at it a bit. It's annoying. I just timed it wrong, but it's like, have you heard of the like plus 500 and there's like the forex traders, the eToro? Have you ever seen any of those ads?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing this foreign exchange for 3-4 years now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like looking at that because I think it's gonna be a perfect time soon to start shorting.
You'll be able to smash that riff loss, bro.
Yeah, it's just like so risky.
Oh yeah, of course.
What was the word you're using to start? What? Sorry.
So short selling.
Sorry, shorting.
Short selling.
Shielding. Yeah.
Oh no.
No,
I'm inventing my own.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't heard of that. I've been studying this for a long time. You give me a new word there. Shorting, yeah. On Bitcoin, are you saying that?
No, on like stocks.
On forex, yeah, on stocks and foreign currency, yeah. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah, because I know at the moment the Australian dollar. Well, I think maybe now it's just changed because like they got the Australian dollar is going up compared to the US. But like when the COVID just started happening, the Australian dollar just shit itself completely.
Yeah,
to
be quite honest, it's been shitting itself for the last 8 years.
Well, maybe what was it like?
The USD.
You made like 35 quid yesterday off of is it USD Japanese? I think it was. Was it USD Japanese or Canadian?
What's the 6 letters?
I don't remember. I just remember it. I could have sworn it's definitely
JPY.
to Japan, but I can't remember what the first one was.
Oh, probably US then.
Yeah, it must
because
have been US to Japan.
What did you say, Maxie? You did what?
No, I didn't do anything. No. Someone I know posted on Instagram like he did 6 different like currency buys and sells, and he made £35 off the USD to Japanese one, but he like lost on the other 3. He made like £1 on another one.
All right.
Yeah, no.
But he was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but look, like he was just like, he literally doesn't know what he's doing. He just posted it, and that's all.
Yeah, I did like $200 on the like this once, and then it just I shorted the US, but then the Australian dollar because I thought the US was gonna get hit really hard with the COVID, but then Australia got hit way harder first.
Yeah.
So like the thing when you like say if you buy a share, like that's safe because you get the share, but when you do it through the eToro or something, I use the plus 500, you can actually lose all your money because you're not buying shares.
You have no margin.
Yeah, you rent shares.
You have no stop loss. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like with my $100, I can leverage it, so it basically counts as 10,000. And then if I make 1%, I make 1% of 10,000, so like $100.
Oh, okay.
But then if I lose 1%, then my money's just instantly gone. Kind of thing.
That sounds like my strategy's on Rubet, bro.
So yeah, so it is like
I guess Robin Hood and a dude recently, I think a fairly beginner trader, let's say, he saw minus $730,000 on his account, and then unfortunately because of that he took his life because it was just like so much stress.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
because if you don't do it the right way, you don't manage your risk, you don't manage your account, and you don't know what you're doing, that can happen. Back in hold on, I'll tell you, but back in 2000 and give me 2 seconds. This is quite interesting. On euro against the Aussie dollar, back in where's she gone?
Because the Aussie dollar's been shit for a long time. But it was funny. I went like on holiday with my family in 2012, and that was when it was its highest. And it's just like I always look back, and then it's like, oh, it would have been more fun if I was like 18 then, because it was over $1. Like
Yeah.
one
Ooh.
Australian dollar was more than the US.
Ooh.
And then if you just bought it and sold it like 5 years later, you would have made like 40% or something.
Damn, bro.
It's crazy how you could just do that.
Hold on.
What about the is it a euro in Denmark or is it the krona or something? Is it,
Yeah,
Is it
Danish.
krona? Danish krona.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And what's that?
It's,
What's that like?
So that's let's see, £2.
I feel like sometimes the sneaky ones, especially from a pandemic, like you want to see where like Sweden's been going, Norway's been going, like Finland, you know, like ones that have like ridden the wave really well. Like, I swear, I don't know too much about it all, but I
Yeah,
swear,
like Denmark, I know normally in like back in 2008, the Danish crown actually did pretty well. I know it's like a bit of a safe haven.
am I saying wrong? Is
It's
it
also
is it a crown or a krona?
Krone.
Krona.
Yeah.
Krona.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just normally say crown because those people are like, oh.
Well,
It's also different when it's like you guys are
Yes.
from Europe.
Well, yeah, I want to say it properly.
Whereas here in Australia, people just don't know what it is.
Corona.
If you just
If you say Corona, they're like, get away from me.
Yeah.
Put your mask on, dickhead.
Yeah, sorry, I got it
Yeah,
wrong. It wasn't euro odd, it was euro against the Swiss franc. And in
Yes.
2015, January 2015, it dropped by 2,300 pips, which is a 19% loss in less than a day. And
Jesus.
I was talking to someone, an older person who's been doing this for many years and done very well for themselves and owns a business within the sort of trading sector. And he said that he knew people that woke up and were minus in the millions within 3 hours because they hadn't protected loss and they owed so much money and they were just literally it just one thing
Jesus.
and the bias at the time was long, which means going up, and it just went the stick with it the 4 hour candle is just scary. It's like, see you later.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I would like to do that. It's just you need like I was doing it with 200, which is too late. Like you might want to put 1,000 in and then only buy like $100 worth kind of thing because you need it to be able to fluctuate.
Yeah, you need.
Because if that like if you're trading like then 1 second it'll just jump and then all your money's instantly gone. So you need like a. But then if you don't do it correctly, then you just wake up and there's like 5k gone or something.
Jesus.
Like something insane.
Yeah, you need to.
But that's because I always, before I like looked into that, I always wondered how like stock trading companies could make a lot of money. Because I never understood, because like let's say you buy a share and it's like $1 share and you want to make 1 million. Then you have to buy $1 million worth and wait for it to go up an entire dollar to make 1 million. And that's like an insane amount.
Yes, non-existent, right?
Like I always wondered how they could make like $1 billion, because that means that your initial, if you're only buying shares, your initial investment has to be insanely high.
True.
Like, let's say if you buy Tesla, then you have to buy like, to make $1 million of Tesla, you have to buy for like,
oh my god.
I don't know,
yeah,
like,
I can't even
like,
fathom the number. Jesus.
like 1.4 billion. You have to invest that and have it go up $1 to make 1 million, which just seems like such a like
waste of money when you're playing with that money,
Yeah.
bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's at $1,555 right now per share. So
oh yeah, good
so
old
to
Tesla.
buy one share of Tesla right now, you have to spend $1,555.
Yeah, and then wait for it to go up $1 to make $1. Like,
That's ridiculous.
whereas if
man.
you do it on like that site, then you can like I think it's up to 20 times. So then if you buy for 1,500 and it goes up $1, then you make $20.
Okay.
And then you can, if you're an actual investment company, you can get it like 100 or 1,000 times.
But then if you lose it all, right?
Yeah, but then if you lose $1, you lose 20.
Yeah, right.
So it goes. Like,
That's literally like you might as well play Crash, bro. Like you might as well do my methods on Crash and Dice, bro. Like you're literally, we're literally talking about making $1 off. No, sorry, hang on, making. What is it I did? Like we do a method of like a penny for like a loss of like $1,000, like in the worst case scenario, same fucking thing. Yeah, you might as well just have fun and do it on there. Roulette.com.
Yeah, but the only thing with shares is you can have a like slight bias. Whereas gambling, it's completely random. But at least with shares, you can like know if it's.
Yeah, there's some intel with
like,
shares, no doubt. Yeah, currency's a different ball game, I guess. Unless you, again, I feel like the currency thing is like a straight up. You got some crazy intel based on some major businesses, or it's just like your analysis ability or capability, right? Apart from that, I feel like it's straight 50-50.
Yeah, but then even like in gambling, it's because it's like gambling. But then if you even have like a 1% favor, then like in the long term you can make infinite money.
True, very true.
So it's like like if you have infinite money. Enough money, you can make money guaranteed if you have just like 51%.
Yeah, I see.
But then again, it's yeah. I would like to get into something like that, but it's just a risky business.
Well, I'll start a channel in the Discord where we can post like any tidbits for each other and stuff. I don't know if you want to start doing that, but that might be quite cool.
It's just like I know, like there was one share where I told my friend like, oh, it might be good, and his dad bought like $5,000 worth, and then it just went shit.
No.
But I said, oh, I would maybe put like $500 in, and then his dad just went crazy. That's also why I don't like doing it, because like then it just seems shit if I say, oh yeah, this might be good, and then it's just not.
Well, yeah, but that's the same. Yeah, but that's all those companies do that sell you signals.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's literally no different. Like it's just I don't know. There's some other Discord channels that servers that I'm part of, and they sort of like give a little bit of intel to each other on currencies and stuff. It's quite good, man.
Yeah, it's just like I would like to do that because I find it pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. I've always wanted to get into it, but I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the knowledge to start with. I don't have the time. And crypto is the only thing I've even touched. Like, to be honest with you, bro, like, I ain't got a fucking clue about anything else.
Yeah, and it's just like it's okay, but also for me it's like fine because it's just myself and I don't have any responsibilities.
Yeah. I can only like, play with. I'll only ever use my casino money. Basically, I'll only ever use like play money to, not fake money, but money I can not afford to lose, but. Well, I won't. I won't lose sleep if I lost that. Basically.
Yeah.
If you ever want to talk about this more offline, Riflos, let me know because I'm all over this.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd
be good to talk.
Yeah, it's his professional field, man. So one of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be very interesting.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, guys, I think we should wrap it up there because we've gone on tangent bus to fucking everywhereville. But that's good, man. Sometimes we do the whole episode like that, and this week we got towards that closer to the end. But that's all good, man. It's all good. I had a good time, man. We talked about some cool topics. I think I'm gonna start forcing some topics out of each of the guests as well prior, so that maybe we can each take the reins on a topic. I think that might be a new way to sort of give us each a bit more time to talk.
There's a couple of times over this podcast I was like, that's a topic, and it's not necessarily current topic, they're just
good topics.
So I've taken notes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Feel free. Yeah, anytime you guys feel like we can better the show in any way, or have more fun doing it. You know, if we're talking about points that mean a bit more to us, or one of us is more knowledgeable about, there's a lot more questions that we can ask each other. You know, have that like that last week when we did that interview of Time, mate. That's one of the best things we've ever done on this podcast, and it was the style we were able to attack it, and if we're able to attack, you know, every topic in such a way as well, where we're sort of able to interview the teller of the topic first, you know, almost. That might be quite good. So maybe, you know, there's 3 of us here every week, no doubt. I mean, if I pick 3, and you man pick 2, you know, it might be quite good if we do that.
Yeah.
So
let's make that the goal then.
Yeah, man, get your pen and pads ready for next week, man. Get your entries in by Tuesday night at the latest.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, lads.
Yep.
But chat, I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. It's been a good podcast, man. Episode 6. Ideal X of the Reasoning 101, and I want to give a big shout out to our guests Riffloss and Mike Butcher TV. If you guys want to go ahead and shout yourselves out, Riffloss, tell them where they can find you, my friend.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Riffloss. I say this every week, so I might just keep saying it. I want to get into streaming a bit more, but as I say, I say it every week. But, yeah. And then twitter.com/RifflossTTV as well.
Hell yeah. You're here every week, man, so you are streaming.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
You're sort of, like, you're here, right? You make a weekly appearance on Twitch. That should be your new thing. Yeah, hell yeah, man. So that's twitch.tv/Riffloss and Riffloss TV on Twitter, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent, man. And he's here every week. As often as he can be anyway. He'll be here for nearly every episode, man. So I appreciate your time, bro. Again, thank you for getting up at the crack ass of dawn, bro.
Yeah.
And
thanks for having me on as well.
Yeah, as always, man. Always. I love having you on, bro. Yeah, it's chill as fuck, man. You're one of the integral members of the community, bro, and fucking downright sound as shit, bro. So hell yeah. I love having you on, man. Legend. Thank you again, man. Thank you. We also have to thank Mike Butcher TV for coming on to the podcast this week. Thank you, bro. Where can they find you and all your socials?
So you can find me at Mike Butcher TV. New video out this Friday. There's going to be a video out every Friday for the next 4 weeks. I may change up the schedule after that. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's mikeb.tv.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, for some short vids and random shit.
Legend, man. Make sure you go check them out, gang. And I've got some plans for us to do some videos soon, so look out for those videos on his channel and my channel, because there's I think we're going to be doing some fun activities, man, away from the desk over the coming weeks, so look forward to seeing that. All right, thank you again, Mike and Riffloss, much appreciated. Jeez, I have been your host, Smaxy101 chat, and you can find me, of course, at twitch.tv/Smaxy101. Also on Instagram at Smaxy101Games. You can also find me on Twitter at Smaxy1011. That's it, an extra 1 on there just in case you struggled to find me. We've also got a YouTube channel where we're uploading all the podcasts, and we're going to be getting some new shows and new vlogs on there shortly. You can find that by typing Smaxy101 on YouTube search bar, or The Reasoning 101, and you'll find us there. Big shout out to our guests this week. Special shout out to Little Rick and Waterworn for sponsoring this podcast, and Ty Green for the music. Chat, we have been The Reasoning 101, episode 6, Ideal X, and until the next stream, peace, one love, bless up, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Once again, I want to give a big shout out to littlerick.co.uk and waterone.co.uk for sponsoring this podcast and stream. Special shout out to Ty Green, the producer and composer of this wonderful piece of music. You can find him at Ty Green on all social media. That's TYEGR33N. Ty Green. Make sure you check him out on Spotify and Bandcamp for direct support to the artist. Thank you, chat. Thank you for all the subs, all the lurkers, all the viewers. I love each and every one of you. Your support means the world, man. Until the next stream, in just a ickle bit for some gameplay. I love y'all. Peace.